Hello everybody, this is Michelle Fox and welcome back to The Simple Quilter. I'm really excited about the video today because my husband Wes and my son Jared are back to help me film part 2 of Quilts for Men. If you have any questions for them, be sure to put them in the comments below and we'll see if we can't get those answered.
Hi, I'm Wes Fox. I'm Michelle Fox's husband and Jared's dad.
I'm Jared, I'm Michelle's son.
Okay.
You're not my son?
I'm your son too, but
Okay.
you know what I mean.
Okay, so today I have another series of questions to ask Jared and Wes. They've seen the questions before, but we haven't discussed them, so we'll see what they have to answer to these questions. Okay, so first, Jared and Wes, I want you to show the quilts that you brought and tell us a little bit about the quilts.
You're going to go first because you're the oldest?
You can go ahead.
Okay. Alright, so I'm not going to stand up and unfold the whole thing.
Did you bring that one or was it already
I
here?
brought this one because it's huge.
Oh.
But this is one of the quilts Mom made me.
Looks
I think
to me
it
like
was,
you're unfolding the whole
I'm
thing.
unfolding the whole thing. What was the question?
Tell us a little bit about the quilt
Okay.
that you brought.
So this is one of the, I can't say the first, but one of the earliest like big pattern quilts that Mom made for me.
I think that's a log cabin, right?
Is that, no? What kind of quilt is it?
It's just a design that,
Okay.
Oh.
So, what the deal is about it is that I help pick out all the fabric and help pick out the quilting design and stuff like that on it. And it is heavy, like I like, and it's big, like I like, and it's a very nice quilt.
Okay, so son, you actually went to the quilt shops with me.
I did.
And you went to the quilt shop with me to help pick out the binding and the backing fabric as well as the quilt design. Do you remember that?
Yeah, I remember.
Okay. Alrighty. You have any comments on that?
No, that's a future question, isn't it?
Oh, okay. Alright.
I'm pretty sure it is.
Okay, so Wes, tell us a little bit about your quilt.
Well, I think they've seen my other two quilts, right? My hunting or my fly fishing quilt and my fireman quilt.
Yes. They've actually seen this one, but we're gonna let you tell them about it.
Okay, so this one's brand new. I haven't even slept under it yet. I think the binding is still not finished either.
Well, the binding's sewn on, but I
Yeah.
haven't whip stitched it down.
Jared, you're gonna have to maybe help me with
Okay.
this.
You gonna unfold the whole thing?
Yeah, I
You don't have to
really
stand up. They've seen this one before, but
Okay.
Are you
So
gonna,
anyway-
you're not gonna show off that panel?
Well,
It is
they've
a
already,
panel, right?
yeah, they've already seen it before though.
Oh, okay.
So
You
can
can
you
hold- you can
can you
hold
see
it.
enough of it?
Here, flip it over.
Yeah.
So that way they can see like the coolest part.
Uh oh. I didn't want it on the floor.
Yeah. And then just like, hold it up here like this.
Hang on.
Yeah.
Okay, is that better?
Yeah.
Okay, so we can probably put it down now so you can
Okay, so this is a fly fishing quilt, and I think Michelle made it from a panel, right? This is a panel quilt,
Yes, that's a panel quilt.
and she just asked me if I liked the panel, and I said yeah, I like the panel, and in fact I really like the panel. And then she said, "Do you like the triangles?" And at first I thought, well, I don't know. But then the more of them that got on there, the more and more I liked it. So, yeah, I like this quilt. But I also like it because I'm the opposite of Jared. I don't want my quilts heavy. This one's not heavy. It's long enough and it's wide enough, but I don't like heavy quilts. And the quilting's kind of cool. I don't understand the logic behind it. Can you help me?
Yeah, it's just a pattern I picked out.
Okay.
I
'Cause
picked out a
sometimes when
circular
you-
pattern to help give motion to the quilt.
Well, sometimes when you make these, it looks like waves and stuff.
Yeah.
And I thought, well, that's interesting. It looks more like tornado, don't it? but I like it. The good thing about it, especially with a panel quilt, when there's like such a big piece, is the way that is. It will help hold it together better, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, actually, you could maybe think of it as waves because it kind of looks like
I thought it looked like whirlpools.
waves or.
I guess it does look
Yeah,
like
like when water
Okay.
comes around a rock, makes that little eddy.
Yeah,
That's what I was thinking.
I forgot about that part.
Yeah, so you can kind of imagine that's why I did it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey.
So, now, Jared, you helped me pick out those fabrics, and Wes, you helped me pick out the binding fabrics on your quilt last night. So, do y'all like taking part like that, or?
Yeah.
I do.
I really like it because
But I'm not good at colors. I pretty much, even my clothes, I can't match clothes.
I wear like 7 shirts all the time.
I
They're
wear-
all pretty much the same color, like earth tone colors.
Well, at school, I wear the same shirt. Not the same shirt, but I have 5
That you
shirts
cycle
that
through.
are exactly the same and 5 pants that are exactly the same, and that's what I wear every day.
That's exactly what I do. And if you look at my quilt, it's all earth tones. Greens and browns, and I
I
think
guess
there's some
mine is
orange
too.
in
My
there.
pants are brown and my shirts are gray, aren't they?
Yeah, I wear brown pants, gray shirts.
I'm
I'm wearing brown pants, and gray shirts right now.
Me too. I'm wearing earth tone.
Okay.
Even my hair is earth tone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so for me, it's really fun for you all to participate in helping me make your quilts, and I like including you all in doing those things with me. Okay. So, Jared, underneath your quilt is another quilt. And I showed you and your dad this before. This was a quilt that I just had quilted, and it has a really cool wilderness quilting theme on it. And I've shown you both that.
I like the
I
quilting
like
on
this
that.
one too.
Okay, so how do you like that overall wilderness theme compared to the quilting on the 2 quilts you showed me?
That's the one for the camper, right?
Yes.
So the wilderness theme, I think it fits the quilt really well.
It has earth tones too. That quilt does.
Yeah, it does have earth tones. Good
It
job,
does,
man.
It
Colors.
has earth tones.
Okay, so the quilting on this quilt fits really, really well, I think. But if you look at this quilt, the quilting on it fits really, really well too. It's like I don't know, it kind of looks like ripples, is how I would describe it.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's to me, it's all each quilt's individuality sort of thing. Like, I don't know how to describe that.
Okay, well, you did a nice job describing it. Wes, what do you think?
About what?
The quilting.
On
Like
this
that
one?
wilderness quilt compared to this one.
Well, compared to this one?
Uh-huh. So does the quilting matter?
I think so.
It does.
Yeah.
The quilting on this fits the theme of the quilt. Kind of like when you made my fireman quilt, the quilting fits
Yeah.
in the
because
same
they're
way
plain.
with
theme
my
of the quilt, that's where I was going.
with my other fly fishing quilt. It fits the theme of the quilt.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think that's
Alright.
probably the best way to describe that.
Well, you know I'm all about themes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so we've kind of been talking about quilts.
No, we haven't kind of been talking about them.
We've
That's
been
all
talking
we've been
about
talking
quilts
about.
for a considerable amount of time
Yeah.
since last
Okay.
night.
Okay, so would either of you want a wall hanging? You know, quilters like to make lots of different things. Would you like a wall hanging, Jared?
No,
Even if it was masculine and
No.
wilderness
I'd never
related?
hang it.
I
Would
don't
you,
want
Wes?
one.
I got so much
Not
stuff
even
on
if
my
it was
walls
like-
already.
Man's cave theme or
The
anything?
answer is no. The answer is no.
Okay, well maybe that will help our audience some. Okay, so there's also a mug rug here. Wes,
It's
I made
under
you
here.
the mug
It's
rug.
right here.
Okay.
That right there.
So now Wes, I know you have this out on your table, but do you use it?
Probably not for its intended purpose.
What do you use
So
it
what
for?
are you using it for?
Like if I have, like when, you know how I have those, what are those drainer things called that I put brass in when I
Strainers?
strainers. And if there might be a little bit of water left in the brass, I'll put it on top of that so it don't get my bench wet.
Oh, okay. Do you know what a mug rug is for?
It's for
I'm
putting
assuming
a
it's
mug
to
on.
put mugs on.
Or your drink so that
Okay.
the surface doesn't get wet.
Yeah, but I don't do that in there.
Yeah.
Okay, so you really want another mug rug, would you, or would you?
Well, I have 2 strainers.
Oh my gosh! Well, hey, there you
the
go.
answer is yes.
Yeah, yes. Okay. How about you, son?
No, I don't have a place for it, and I probably wouldn't use one in my house.
Okay. Well, thanks for the honesty with that.
Where you
Okay.
think you're going, little guy? Oh, where you going, little guy?
Okay, so the next question is sleeping under a quilt different than sleeping under a store-bought blanket?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
it's not even close.
So why do you say that?
Oh, quilts are. I don't know. After time, they
Quilts are
just get
quilting.
softer.
They're quilted.
You know, they're just comfortable. They don't make blankets as big as you make quilts. I mean, they do, but they're really expensive.
I don't know that I've ever slept under a store-bought blanket.
Well, now you know quilts that I make are really expensive too.
Yes,
I mean,
but they're
more,
a gift.
They're more expensive than
Yes.
a blanket for sure.
Yeah.
And they take a lot more time to make than a
Right.
blanket. Okay.
But when I received them as a gift, to me, in my mind, oh, that's a gift. I didn't pay for it. I know it was expensive to make.
Okay. Okay. What
That's-
else? What do you think, Wes?
I don't like sleeping under store covers. They're too poofy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I don't like poofy stuff.
I don't either. I don't like too
Blankets
many
get real
pillows
poofy.
on the bed, and I don't like poofy covers.
Okay.
Right there with you on that one.
Okay. So, do you have any fond memories relating to quilting? You know, Jared, you lived here for over 20 some years, Wes. You and I have been married over 30. I've been quilting at least 30. Do you have any funny memories or fun memories of quilting that you'd like to share?
Watching you get all your quilting stuff out in the camper is pretty hilarious.
Yeah.
You like that?
Yeah, it's pretty funny. Because Dad and I would come in from fishing. We used to take these vacations in the summer to this place called Fun Valley. And Dad and I would get home from fishing at like, what,
Around
noon?
11. Yeah,
11 or 12. And then we'd go in, we'd get all our fishing stuff off and go in the camper. And there's quilt stuff everywhere.
Yeah.
Quilts out on the table. Quilting machine out on the table, stuff all over the place. It was always fun to watch. Because when we were out doing our thing, Mom was at the camper doing her thing. It was just kind of nice.
Okay, Wes, how about you?
Well, one of my favorite ones is when me and Jared built this room.
Ah, yeah.
Because this room didn't look the same. What did we do that about 10 years ago, maybe?
We did it on a spring break, so I was still...
No, it was during Christmas.
No, it was during spring break, because we did it in a week.
I know, Christmas.
It was spring break.
Okay. All right.
No, it was spring
So
break.
anyways, that was fun. It might have been because you were at college.
I'm certain it was during spring break. I wasn't at college.
Yeah, I think you were.
I don't think so.
So when you say built this room, you put in the old flooring and...
Well, this flooring me and Jared didn't do, but
We
we
did a
took
bunch
out
of
all there was paneling in here, and we took all that out, and we
Ripped
took
up
all
all
the
this-
floor out.
This used to be called the blue room.
Yeah.
Because it had the ugliest blue carpet you've ever seen.
But
in
it
your
was
life.
the newest carpet, so we
Yeah.
left it.
Yeah.
And then me and Jared stained those cabinets and put all the cabinets up. We didn't build the bench, and we put in a different floor. But when we got this is porcelain tile, right?
Yeah.
When we got porcelain tile in the house, Michelle went ahead and did this room too, which it is nicer than the tile me and Jared put in.
Well,
but that tile
we
works.
put in laminate, hardwood laminate.
Yeah, that floating laminate
Yeah.
floor.
I mean, it is a good floor
For a
but
while.
This is
For a while. This is way
even
better. And the other part too, I don't like going in the quilt shops very much. I mean, I will because I have to usually carry stuff out sometimes.
There is this one quilt shop.
But one of my favorite things, and it's kind of, I don't know if it's one of my, I gripe about it, but at the same time it was kind of cool, is when that little lady in that one store would always make me work in the store while Michelle was buying stuff.
She had you straighten up the quilt
Yeah,
rack.
can you move this for me, young man? Can you? And the next thing I know, here I am, stocking her shelves and moving things around and
So, Mom, did
putting
you get a
this over
discount
there.
after Dad worked in
No.
the store?
No.
she stayed in there for hours, and I was over here working for
Oh,
like.
you had fun. You just said you had fun.
I remember this one quilt shop. It was in Colorado where Mom went in. We were there for like 2 hours at least. And Dad and I she had this pool room for where all the men could.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And there was
I just thought of another one
There was
too.
this big old room where we just go in there and play pool while
Yeah.
Mom was quilt shopping.
I thought of one. Well, one time we went to that one in Colorado, And it was a combination quilt shop / gun / fishing store.
Oh, that was a good
So
one for you
so
all.
we could just go over there and look at guns and fishing stuff.
Yep.
Jared, you and I picked some fabric out from there for
Yeah, we
your
did.
quilt.
Yeah.
And then there was one other one. I just thought of it and then I forgot of it.
Did I buy my fly reel at that shop? I can't remember.
I don't think so.
I don't remember.
I think you.
Was
I think,
that in Hot Springs?
No, it was in Pagosa
Yeah, it was in
Springs.
Pagosa Springs. Yeah, Pagosa Springs.
There was one. Oh, that time when we went to that thing in Missouri, the Blue Star Quilting or something.
Missouri Star
Missouri
Quilt
Star.
Company.
Is that
I
what it's
didn't go
called?
on that one.
Yeah.
Well, that has even a better man cave than the one with the pool table.
Does it really?
Yeah, they had recliners and
What'd you
TV.
do there?
I slept.
Yeah, I remember. I took a picture of you
Yeah.
So
sleeping.
if that tells you anything, Mom was in that store long enough for Dad to
Well,
catch
it
a
ain't
nap.
a
that was,
store,
that was
son.
like almost a day long thing.
It's a town.
and
the-
they have like
Oh,
multiple
really?
Yeah,
quilts
the store.
stores.
Yeah,
Oh, geez.
the store
Yeah.
is the whole town.
The whole main street has like
It's all just quilting.
like one has novelty prints
Yeah.
and one has batiks
Yeah.
and
You should make a video on their whole town of
No,
quilts.
they have
they
no
have their own
videos.
quilt channel.
But they
it was
did have
really
a pretty
fun.
good place with good cheeseburgers,
Yeah.
and I
So
did take a really
that
good
is
nap.
like the Bass Pro Shops for us. Like
Yeah.
when we go to
Yeah.
Springfield.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty
Okay.
good.
That's
Yeah.
pretty cool.
Okay, so Jared, you said you had enough quilts, and you definitely think you have enough quilts in your home. But what do you think about my making quilts for your daughters and Georgia?
Oh, that's different. I have enough quilts. Georgia and the girls don't have quilts.
I
So-
have actually.
The girls, both
Actually,
girls
they
have
do.
a quilt.
Addie has two, and
Yeah, I
Ava
think
has
Ava's got
one,
one.
and then Georgia has
I think she's got one as
one.
well.
Well, and your whole family has that picnic quilt. But I
Yeah.
think I totaled up 9.
We have a lot. I haven't counted, but
Yeah. Okay, so you're okay with that?
yeah.
You just will be.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm not. It's not like we're gonna get Mom to stop making quilts for us.
No,
So-
and you know Georgia's shown some interest
She
in them.
has.
So.
She's actually in the middle of one.
Oh,
Yeah,
good.
it's pretty
Good.
sweet.
That's fun.
Milo got tired.
Okay, so Wes, you're wanting me to use that hunting panel behind you for another quilt.
Yeah.
When that one's done, do you think you'll want any more quilts after I finish that one? That will make 4 for you. Do you want any more after that, do you think, or?
I don't know.
That's
That was like TikTok. Wasn't
yeah.
it? I don't know. It depends on what it looks like.
That's a pretty cool panel though.
Yeah,
That's a real tree panel.
I think
Yeah.
I think it's velvet or something.
I think
I
it's
doubt
neat
it's
that the
velvet.
reflection of the deer is
No,
down
it's,
in the water.
it's cotton. Yeah, it's cotton.
Okay, so if given a choice, would you rather have a quilt or hunting and fishing gear for Christmas? Jared, I think we'll let you go first.
Yeah. I don't know if Dad's even gonna answer, but I will. I have enough quilts. I love to hunt and fish, so I'm gonna go with the hunting and fishing gear every time on that one.
Okay.
Yep, I'm not answering that question. Oh wait, I have an answer for it. I'd rather have both.
Okay, good answer. Good
What
answer.
kind was those?
I'm telling you, I just pulled that one out.
Yeah.
That's major save right there.
Yeah, it is.
That's a
Okay.
home run.
So I actually think I have one last question, and I was only going to ask it if we have time, but I think we have time.
I think we do too.
So there's a hunting panel there on my design wall. Let me reposition the camera so everyone can see that. It's eventually going to be a quilt for you, Wes.
Yeah.
So do either of you have any ideas for me on what to add to that to make it into a full quilt?
No.
No?
I would add more fabric
So I
because
have
this
an
one's
idea.
not very big.
Hey, you could turn that into a camo quilt super easy.
Oh,
Yeah.
dude, yeah.
You see, it's already got camo lined all the way around it.
Yeah, it's real tree.
But the trick is, can't mix camo brands.
No.
Yeah. So don't buy like this. This
Yeah.
is Real Tree Edge is
Yeah.
the camo pattern.
Oh.
Yeah.
And
So
that-
don't
yeah.
get Mossy Oak Breakup
No.
or something like that because it won't match. They'll look completely different.
Yeah, well,
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. So you mean you would just like want camo all the way around it and
Oh,
that's
yeah.
it?
Yeah.
Nothing else?
Yeah, but then
well, you
like,
don't
Like
need
no
anything
leaves or
else.
stars
It's gonna have it.
or
Huh?
mm-mm.
No, you put that. You can put something in when you quilt it.
I,
so you mean the
I'm
quilting pattern?
I'm
Uh-huh.
straight up saying a big old huge border with more camo,
Uh-huh.
and then like since it's like back to earth tones again. Since it's
Yeah.
all earth tones, you could do like a gold stitching or something like like
Or brown.
Yeah, like gold or light brown or tan. That would look really good.
Faded dark earth.
Yeah, I'm telling you.
So, Wes, you know how I put a little border around your last panel?
This one?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Would you want a border around it separating that out?
Separating what out?
The
No,
camo? Or
No,
Camo
actually, I
is
think
supposed to be continuous.
Well, actually, I think that might be a good idea, son.
Why?
Because number one, what if I leave my blanket laying, or my quilt laying around somewhere? And I'm like, oh dang, I can't find my quilt
Well, then
because
you gotta
it's all.
look for the deer.
No, you look for the different colored
borders?
strip in it.
Better
Just
look
like-
for movement. I bet Milo will be in there.
Just like if you're looking for deer, you don't look for a whole deer. You look for something flat, something white, something ears sticking up where they don't belong. Okay, well, camo is the same way.
I look for the whole deer.
And there's no wonder you don't find any. You're just
Which
like your
one of
mom.
us shot a deer last year?
I
You
chose-
didn't even see it. I got out of the truck and shot, and you didn't even know it was there.
Yeah, I did.
He's like, "Where's the deer at? It's down over there."
Oh my gosh.
Actually, I chose not to shoot a deer last year because I had enough in the freezer and I was hunting certain things. So I could have killed a half a dozen of them. I just
that's a
chose
good
not
point.
to.
Hey, we did see a lot of deer that day.
So the thing is, if you lose your quilt and it's camo, it's like, where's my quilt? It's camo. I can't find it. You're not going to find it looking for the whole thing because it's camo and it's blended in. You got to look for something that don't belong. So yes, you need some strips around it because that's
Okay.
what you'll be looking for.
Yeah, I'm gonna disagree on that one.
It's not
Okay.
your quilt.
Camo should be camo. Should be camo.
Okay,
It's
so
not
you
your
really
quilt.
just want solid camo around
I
it?
don't.
Yeah, I like it.
No, you want so you want the border
Dad
and then
likes
just
the
solid
border.
camo?
Huh?
Then you just want big pieces of camo fabric on the outside of that?
We're simple,
Okay.
Mom.
Okay.
Well, camo's a
Yeah, I'm
fashion
kind of
statement.
too
Yeah, it
the
is.
simple quilter, so
Camo's a fashion statement.
okay.
I mean,
well,
like
that'll
this
be
is
interesting.
leisure camo.
So you really kind of want the focus to be the panel and the quilting on it. So would you want this wilderness theme on it, Wes?
Look pretty cool on that quilt.
What
Or
wilderness thing?
even if they just had a deer pattern.
Well, I wouldn't want fish in this one.
Well, there's a stream there.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
this
there
ain't
might
a
not be
fishing
fish
one.
in it. Yeah, that's a more of like a swampy stream.
My
not a
guess is
fishy
that
stream.
Bucky's been stomping around in there enough chasing after them does that he
Yeah.
scared off all the fish.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
probably made him a little wallow in there.
Yeah.
Probably smells like deer real bad.
Or deer pee.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's how I
good.
get by
Yeah.
deer.
I find deer by smell.
Because you can't see them. Set them up and knock them over.
It's all right when your senses are as keen and in tune to hunting deer as mine are. I can even do it without sight.
Uh-huh.
I'll be like, I don't even have to look when I'm shooting it. Over there, about 100 yards.
Well, that's interesting.
Do you have any other questions?
I think that's it. Do you all
I'm
have
fairly
any
certain this
comments?
didn't go exactly the way that you thought.
I'm pretty certain it didn't too. I think this whole video might be a blooper, Mom.
Oh, I don't think it was the whole blooper. I thought that was good stuff, and I
I'm sorry,
appreciate
my
your
love.
honesty. And I like the fact
Come
that
here,
you all
good
are
boy.
willing to
Come
participate.
here.
So I think that's going to be a wrap. And
Hang
thanks
on,
again.
just a minute.
Are you wanting to put Milo in
Yeah.
there?
Say hi, my woo. Say hi, my woo. Say hi. How you doing?
Oh my gosh.
What are you looking at me for?
Because he thinks you're going to save him.
I'm not going to.
His tummy is cold from laying on that floor. That's why he does that in the summer. Feel his tummy.
It is kind of cold, isn't it? Yeah.
You silly boy. Okay. Oh, he's saying hi. Hi, everybody. Okay. We're good.
Okay. Alrighty, well thanks guys, and I'm gonna turn the camera off now, so thanks
Alright.
for joining us.
Y'all be good.
I hope you all have enjoyed today's video. It's always fun for the three of us to get together and make these. These are perhaps the funnest videos that I've made. If you've enjoyed today's video, give me a thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't. Share with a friend, and as always, leave a comment below. I love to get the comments, and I try to respond to each and every one. We may have a third episode with for Quilts with Men. So if you have a question for Jared and or Wes, leave those in the comments below. And again, we'll see what we can do about getting those answered. So until next time, have fun quilting.